I feel like chicken tonight, like chicken tonight, like chicken tonight. And by chicken, you know what I really mean.
So here's an interesting image of a shirt.
Who made this?
I don't know.
It certainly isn't official.
Oh no, there's a label here.
And when was it made?
I would say in the 70s, so you can see what that label says.
Medium 38 to 40. Made in USA.
Yeah, it's made in America.
50% polyester. 50% cotton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was my dad's shirt.
This was back when it was probably not as easy to make novelty T-shirts as it is now.
Yeah. And this was pretty much handcrafted. And, you know, really has an important message and really shows you how much love and care goes into every bite of your chicken. It looks like it's...
Colonel Sanders was probably still alive when this was made.
I think he was. And then you see his pants down, and you can see he's helping to stimulate the bird.
He's sweating.
I know, yeah. His face is all red, and he looks like he's sweating, and he's having a good time. They're not joking when they say it's the best chicken in town.
Yeah. You know, on top of the profanity and the animal cruelty, this will make a great video, I guess.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be one of your best viewed. Because they're going to be like, wow, look at this guy. I mean, it's a unique thing. How often have you seen a shirt like that?
Not often.
And I'm keeping this thing because Dad's like, oh, I'm just going to donate it and get rid of it. I'm like, sure, get rid of your Hawkeye Bowls shirts and all your other stuff.
This is probably back when you could still get in trouble for wearing a shirt like this in public.
Yeah.
It probably broke some decency laws.
Yeah. They say it'd be funny to go into a KFC wearing it, though.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I got my shirt, my shoes, and my service.
Too bad it's a medium. It won't fit either of us.
Yeah, but you could cut it up and, like, extend it a bit. You know. And just, like, make it a apron almost. But, yeah, it's just an interesting snapshot in a particular era.
If anyone's wondering, my favorite Colonel Sanders, everyone has a favorite Colonel Sanders. Mine is John Goodman.
Yes.
What was that? Was that College Humor?
That was Funny or Die.
Funny or Die, yeah.
And he just talks about inclusiveness and community building and just very progressive values for his chicken.
I think the way they handle Harlan Sanders' memory is very creepy and very disrespectful overall. And I don't like any of the official commercials. But if they made John Goodman the official Colonel Sanders, I'd be all for it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that covers this pretty well. Any other stuff you want to add about the chicken and KFC and that?
KFC, open your dining rooms back up and get to work on hiring more people. You should have opened your dining rooms back up like about a year ago.
Oh.
Because now everybody's like collecting the stimmy checks and they don't want to work for you. So, you know, you pretty much all your employees have moved on now. So,
but I think that place would really suck. I mean, I think the fast food market's pretty competitive. Like, why would I work at that place for like $8 or $9 an hour when I can make 14 at Culver's? You know, but then nobody's going to pay $20 for it.
What if you have too many tattoos to work at Culver's? You know, that's basically it. Yeah, the more tattoos you have, the you know, there's Subway, there's KFC, there's Taco Bell, you know, there are other options, you know.
Huh. I didn't really correlate tattoos with income.
Well, certain there's a spectrum. You know, we like to talk about spectrums these days. There's a spectrum of fast food places, and there are certain fast food places where certain things, you know, they prefer to hire people who are really clean cut. You know? Like Culver's is one of those, you know. All those kids are bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Yeah. You know, they have powerful, firm, muscular butts, you know.
Sound like John Goodman's take on the Colonel there.
Yeah. And there are a bunch of healthy kids, vital-looking kids from the suburbs. You know,
yeah.
You don't see a lot of people who look like maybe they came from an alternative background.
Yeah, and maybe some of those other guys, like at McDonald's, all their drug use and cigarette use and tattoos, really they become true sandwich artists because they become one with the sandwich.
A lot of those guys are in it for life, man.
They're lifers, yeah.
Yeah, and so when I got to give them respect. They know how to make a sandwich. I mean, they know how to make When they say sandwich artist, we're talking an art. We're talking a true art form.
Yeah.
No two are alike. They're special snowflakes. The sandwiches are like special snowflakes where no two are exactly alike, and they're customized exactly like you want. Just the right amount of
sauce,
mayo, special sauce, vinegar. Some people like vinegar on a sub. I don't know why.
Just because they want to ruin it.
Yeah.
Maybe their taste buds are so bad. That's the only thing they can taste.
Yeah. Maybe they only can taste it if they use like cleaning vinegar, not even like edible vinegar, but like cleaning vinegar or something.
Well, then they have to flagellate themselves after they eat to, repent for the sins of the calories.
Yep. Just to squeeze that last little bit of pleasure out of that last taste bud that they've got. I used to joke around with my dad about how KFC chicken isn't real chicken, and about how it's actually just chicken-like substances.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't even call it... There's an urban legend that the reason they changed it to KFC is because they couldn't legally call it chicken anymore.
Oh, wow.
Because they were growing chicken meat in labs and shit.
Yeah.
So I used to do an impression. I say, here at KFC, we serve only the greasiest chicken-like substances without burdening you with the knowledge of where it comes from. Because it'd be an awful burden for you to bear. Don't ask questions. Just reach into that bucket and put it in your mouth. And then there's the urban legend of like somebody who accidentally, like a rat, accidentally fell into the fryer and that ended up in the bucket of chicken, which is false, by the way. Don't sue me, KFC.
Mm-hmm.
Check out Snopes. I'm just saying what Snopes said, and Snopes said that it's false. But it is an urban legend that's become a part of the fabric of our culture.
That's a great tidbit of history and significance with it. Do employees fuck the chicken, like how they're doing in this particular image, or is that? I mean, that helps them with special sauce and really. I guess it's a special connection to the bird.
I guess it depends on how you define fuck. I mean, like, you could have, like, fuck in terms of, like, just fucking up the chicken. Or, I mean, it depends. I mean,
well, what about sexual penetration with the chicken? Probably not so much.
Yeah, I mean, it's easier than it's ever been now that the dining room's closed. Because there are fewer witnesses, but it's harder to see in there. But if they make it out into the corner. One time I went into a KFC and they were cleaning the floor. And they were just dumping all of this water on the floor, like gallons and gallons and gallons of water on the kitchen floor, and it was just everywhere. And it kind of shocked me because it was just like holy crap, like they were flooding the place, yeah. But they wanted to deep clean that floor. So, eat at KFC, people. No,
fucking chicken.
Really, I don't want to badmouth them too much because we are losing KFCs. In at least in this in our home city, and I do enjoy them. Although I am thinking about getting an air fryer so that I can fry chicken at home. But I've heard good things about that. But yeah, this is an interesting shirt. And rest in peace, Harlan Sanders. I guess he hated KFC near the end when he sold the rights. He's like he was telling people to, like I'd never eat at that damn place. Like. The chicken tastes like...
shit.
Yeah.
And they cheapened it all up, and they just did it to make more money.
He would just publicly say, I'd never eat at that place. I'd never eat at that dump. But he was the first one, I think, to pressure cook chicken. Like a pressure fryer. He invented some kind of a contraption. I saw a documentary about it once. Because he was working at a restaurant out west. I think the first was like in Utah or Idaho, the first KFC was or something. He had restaurants and he would cook the chicken and it always took forever. And he came up with a faster way of doing it using like a pressure cooker or something. But anyway, we're closing in on about 10 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed the video.
Have a great chicken, man, whether it's Chick-fil-A, KFC, or wherever you choose to eat chicken.
Yep.